like to The Art of Asking.
Oh, okay.
It's a book as well. It's a New York Times bestseller. I've just started reading it, so it's very front of my mind at the moment. But the TED Talk is fantastic if people have less time, because it is an art and it is something that you have to practice and cultivate. And the more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more you will find that if you can ask things of us, it gives them the space to ask things of you and you get to help them. So it really does come down to this fundamental human connection that's really valuable. And I think really valuable from this perspective as well. Let people support you so that you can support them. Today, you, tomorrow, me. I think that's really a valuable lesson to keep in mind.
Definitely.
I think the last one would be just know your game's target audience down to a fine art and take it beyond the statistics. Try and find individual people. And Expos is a great place for that. We met some awesome people at PAX East where we really got to understand what our target audience actually looks like. You still see on the news. I don't know how often it happens in the US, but here at least, there's still that thing of, every gamer is, a 30-year-old guy in a basement. Yep. And we've got this huge, kind of hubbub going on at the moment in Melbourne because we're trying to roll out this internet plan that is just too old school and not going to work. And 2 days ago, one of the MPs tried to blame gamers and said that they were using all the bandwidth. And it's like, well, actually, streaming uses a heck of a lot more. So, we are constantly fighting against these stereotypes. So don't let them win. Know what your target audience looks like because it is varied and it is diverse and it can't be distilled down to one or two bits of information. You really need to each group and a demographic and all those things that really dilute what we are as people in a lot of ways.
Okay, and I apologize too. I think we broke up. You said we really need to, and then you broke. We lost a connection there.
Yeah, I think we really need to not distill people down to their stereotypes and what we imagine them to be. Yeah, and instead look at what is the feeling that people are looking for. And find those people because an incredibly diverse group of people can all want the same feeling and the same experience from a game. So, it is much more complex and much more individualized and much more community driven than it's ever been. And that needs to be the forefront of your mind and your planning.
But don't lose faith because they are out there.
100%. And more than ever.
Awesome. All right. So, I think that was a great way to kind of like close things up here. Thank you for breaking everything down from what we talked about. But before we leave, I was hoping that you could provide a little bit more information about Ultimerse in terms of like where can people find you? Is there like more going on with your game you could share about? Like I want to know a little bit more about Pay-Per-View and obviously too, like is there a way that if people want to ask about something, what's a good way that they could reach out to you?
Yeah, definitely. So we have a number of different websites. So if you want to learn more about Ultimerse, you can find us on Twitter at Ultimerse, Ultimerse, and it's the same, www.ultimerse.com. Pay-Per-View, www.paypervillpanic.com. And if you want to look at my website, it's www.nuffinbutmeredith. Nuffin is my gamer tag, Nufin. That's the people can A, find me online, and B, find my work profile. If they want to email Ultimerse, if you just want to email hello@ultimerse.com. Otherwise, you can email me directly, meredith@ultimerse.com. And then for social media, like I said, at Ultimerse on Twitter, or I'm at Mary H, MERRYH. And then if you want to really stay up to date with Pay-Per-View, you can wishlist us on Steam. We are on there in early access at the moment, so you can also buy it if you want to. Just chuck Pay-Per-View Panic into Steam search and you will find us. There are not many fire games about a paper town.
That's awesome. Yeah, and for any of the people out there that are definitely considering looking into Paperville, please do. I had a chance to play it. It was a lot of fun. The demo I played was pretty short, but my goodness, it was a lot of fun. So definitely check it out. It's a good for anybody who's especially this is kind of considering kind of getting their feet wet with a VR game. Paperville Panic is definitely a great one to look into. So definitely check that out on Steam. I'll make sure I'll provide the Steam info along with all the other info that Meredith mentioned in the show notes. And Meredith, have anything else closing wise before we head out?
I think the main thing is just try and be good to each other and be good to your audience. If you are good to them, they will be good to you. So I think you need to create that trust and make that the focus, and good things will happen.
Awesome. So on that note, thank you everybody for listening, and be good to everybody else, because what you give, you're only going to get back. So Meredith, thanks again for joining us today, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure.
All right, take care.
You too.
Hey everyone, and thanks for listening to Indie Game Movement, the podcast that talks about the marketing and business of indie games. You can check out the show notes for this episode at indiegamemovement.com. I just want to give a quick shout out to Taisuke Kimura, who composed the theme song, and Donnie Wilson, who designed the logo. Thanks, guys. Also, if you have any questions, need help with something, or have suggestions for the show, please feel free to reach out to me directly at andrew@rengenmarketing.com. And also, Rengen Marketing is a company I co-founded that provides helpful marketing consulting services to indie devs. We also have awesome in-depth content on our blog, and even a free marketing plan template you can use for your next game. So thanks again for listening, and hope to see you next time at Indie Game Movement.